Good day to everyone. This is our exercise for 3D modeling in SketchUp. So here we have exercise that was used for your third quarter, wherein we have provided you with the top view, the front view, the side view, and then you will have to create the isometric 3D of your out of the orthographic projections. Now we will be putting this to practice in your CAD such that we will be using the tools and commands such as lines, push and pull, those commands to create our isometric. Okay, so let's start. Going to our browser-based SketchUp. Let us proceed by changing our scene to that of parallel projection once more. When we were working with the two-dimensional figures, we had still clicked on parallel projection and work on the top view. However, this time we could just use the isometric view. Okay, this is the default view for SketchUp, or yes, for SketchUp anyway. So let's zoom out a bit, and we'll be working on the quadrant wherein we have the solid green line and the solid red line or axis. So let's check on our app settings. So this should be in, we could work on millimeters or meters. However, it would be best or wiser to use meters because we'll be using the 4x4 grid, and it would be nice to simply put it as 1, 2, 3, 4 or the like. Okay, let's set this and then refresh. Let's see if our value control box would be set. Otherwise, we could just open another. Okay, let's create a new one. Let's check if the setting has become meters. Yes, our value control box is now in meters. Okay, let's change once more the scene to parallel projection, isometric. And then, now let's create our 4x4 grid. So, it's either we use the line tool or the rectangle. So, let's try first the rectangle, or I mean the line tool. So, that's 4x4. So, we just create a 4 meter. So, it's parallel now to the green axis. Let's put there 4. And from that 4, let's move to the red axis so that they are perpendicular to one another. Put on 4 once more. And let's just complete this to become a square with 4 meters down the green axis, then closing. Now we know that it has closed because the SketchUp created now a surface. Now let's press P for the press pull so that we could drag this and create a volume from the surface. Drag this and click or enter 4 in our PCB. Okay, now we have a cube that is 4 meters by 4 meters by 4 meters. So just to make sure, let's put a dimension tool here. And we have it. It's 4 meters. There. It's 4 meters What more do we need? Wait. Here to here. That's 4 meters. Now, from our figure, we know that a large portion of it will be removed from the top portion with 2 layers of it removed. Actually, this could be regarded as when looking from the front view, what is removed is a height of 2 units and a width of 3 units. So let's go to the front view and then let's measure the 2 by 3 there. Where do we start to do that? It would be nice to start with something that has a hint. So maybe I'll use the corner between the front face and the side face, wherein I can see now a hint for a midpoint because it's just 2 units below or 2 units above. So I'll be using this as the hint. And then going through this portion, I could put 3. Make sure that the hint for on the face is provided. And then just connect this upward until the edge so that we could create a surface. And then press on P or click on the press pull. We could drag this right out to the back and the portion for that is now removed. Now to complete our 3D figure, we need to create a hole right on the right from the top. Maybe from the top or from the front. We could do it either way. Let's try to do it from the front. So if we're to do it from the front, allow me to use the corner here and then measure 1 meter. Make sure that the hint is still on the edge and then press enter. I should have now an endpoint here, which I could put down. Then, since the distance between this portion and this portion should be 1 meter or 2 meters, the edge or the midpoint to this endpoint should be 1 meter. So I could use the midpoint now as my edge or endpoint. Okay, so this is using the front face as my working space or working surface. Then using my press pull in SketchUp, then we could drag this 2 units towards the back. Try natin. Click on the surface, click press pull, and then drag this in the VCB. It should be 2 meters to the back, and there we have the finished output. Let me do Ctrl Z for this one so that we go back to the first figure that we were able to create, and this time I'll be working from the top. So let me use once more this corner, and then I'm not sure if it's still there. I can create from this point going here with 1 meter length. Okay, then from the endpoint that I have created, I should be able to create from this face. We have a hit here on the face of this figure. The line is being drawn. Now I just create a length of 2. Press 2 in your keyboard and then enter. Then towards the red axis so that it would become perpendicular to the previous line, I enter 1 and then closing it by clicking on the midpoint. Okay, so this way I have drawn on the surface that is based on the top view. So this could be regarded as the top face for now. So since we now have closed a plane here, we could use the press pull, click on the face first, and then click or press on P for your press pull, then drag this down till the bottom, and it has been removed, creating the same figure that we have finished a while back. Okay, and then just to fully complete our work, there are still two things that we have to do. One is to color them based on where you will be looking at them in terms of the orthographic projection. So make sure to use the bucket tool or the paint bucket tool, and then paint for the top view red. All those that you will be able to see from the top, paint them with red. So these are the only things that will be seen from the top view. If you look at the top view there, we can see an eye or a vertical rectangle with units of 1 by 4, and then made by a letter A when looked at from the top view. So those are the only things that can be seen. Then for the side view, let's use yellow. All those that you will be seeing from the side view, color them yellow. Okay, so yan yung mga yellow natin. Just to completely color all those that we have that we can see from this isometric view, let's color this as yellow also. And this denotes where in our side view we have that hidden line there. That means that there's a surface at the back and ending at 2 units from the front. Okay, so that's still yellow. Then for our front view, all those that we can see from the front, we will be coloring them yellow. Let's use the red, yellow, blue so that we could mix colors later on when there are some entities or surfaces that will be seen both in both orthogonal projections, such as top and front, top and side, or front and side. Those combinations. This will be colored blue. What is the last factor that we need to see for this output? We'll need to put our initials. So for my initial, I'll just be putting. It would be nice if we just work on the top views. So lagay na lang natin siya dito. Okay. Then for my letter A and M, so needed this. This is surfaces. Now I could extract. What are the things that we need to extract? Let's go to download our SAP G21 and newer. It's downloaded. Then we have to download the PNG, but this time it's not just one piece that we need to get. First, we need to have the isometric. So this is already properly placed. So export as PNG. Next, we need other sides. So export as PNG once more. Let's go to the front view. This is the front view. Next, download again the PNG, but this time instead of just front view, we go with side view. That's our yellow. Practically, we are proving the orthogonal projections here. And then the top view. This is our top view. Top view. Then, in order for us to best appreciate what we have done in third quarter, let us get also the right side view and the back view. So the right side view is taken by clicking here. This is the right side view. And lastly, we get the back view. So it is up to you whether you will be painting the back view and the right side views also. But what's important is that you are able to create the 3D model and appreciate what you have accomplished in the third quarter. That's it for the exercise. Good luck on your exercise 1 and exercise 2 for alternative assessment.